Well, that was easy. Looks like there's only one loose end now.
Please, let's have a little respect for public transportation.
You came back.
You were right, Roxanne. I never should have left.
Whoa, I thought you were dead.
My death was greatly exaggerated. So, you're the punk I've heard about.
Back in July, an ARG called The Short Wars happened. I'm sure you all know that because that's why you're here at my channel. But since Season 1 ended, we haven't heard much from it, which was expected because we knew it was going to take a few months for Season 2 to come around. But a couple weeks ago, Failure set up a premiere for a video called The Legend. Its thumbnail looked like this, with Royal Melon, Johnny with 6 arms, and a couple flip phones, all in the style of what I've learned since is the Deltarune intro. We had no idea what the meaning of this was at first, but now that the video is out, it sheds some light on the meaning, but not completely yet. The premiere happened last Friday, and here's what we got. The entire video is structured just like the Deltarune intro with the art and everything, and in the same way that it presents the story. Everything that it's telling is looking back in time, like it's looking back on the legend. And most of it is stuff that we've already seen before. It is all legend, but not all of it. For example, it introduces us to a mad scientist character who we've never heard about before. Apparently he's the one who created the machine that CloneVPN used, but he's not part of CloneVPN. The machine got taken from him in one way or another. The people who took it from him, referring to CloneVPN, wish to destroy YouTube, which has somehow become the only thing holding the Earth together. I'm gonna need an explanation on that one, but we'll get there, I guess. After casually dropping a lore bomb and then refusing to elaborate, the video goes on to talk about some more of the events from Season 1. It shows the facility in the machine and then talks about 3 different entities that are awakened. That doesn't make much sense until it shows you and is talking about the clones, the YouTubers, and apparently the viewers. That's right guys, we're canon now. Now this makes the thumbnail make some more sense, but still not completely. Like, why show Royal Melon for the clones? He was the only good one. I mean, I assume we're talking about the bad guys here. And then why does Johnny have 6 arms? To represent the 6 different creators? Maybe. And then why 2 flip phones for the viewers? I don't know, man, we'll figure it out. Then for a moment, the video shifts its gaze to Season 2, talking about whatever happens next and how it'll probably be interesting. Maybe. But right after a single sentence about Season 2, he goes right back to talking about Season 1, saying that this story's already been told. The facility itself, along with the machine it held, were both mysteriously destroyed. It says there's nothing left, but there seems to be something cooking over it. Wendy's! Are you serious right now? So this is canon? Not just a one-off joke. Okay, whatever. That's the end of the video itself, but it leaves us with one more thing. Season 2 is officially going to be out sometime this winter, and specifically December. So let's get ready, boys. Mello, Dachio, Dachia, I see you, boys. You better be ready, cause I sure am. In the days leading up to The Legend being released, Failure's channel underwent a lot of weird changes, and I'm not sure what to make of them. At a glance, the only big change seems to be that all his colors changed. Instead of being this nice, light beach theme colors he had before, they all turned to the same black and gold that you'll find in the Deltarune intro, like from the Legend video. But if you take a closer look, you'll find that there is more hidden here than just some new colors. If you're viewing a YouTube channel on a computer, you have the ability to right-click the channel logo and show the entire image. If you do that with Failure's new logo, you'll see some stuff in the corners that you couldn't see before. You see 4 words down there, and they're a bit jumbled up and you have to read them in a weird order, but if you get them in the right order, it says, "Hello, are you listening?" There's also the channel banner, which you can't do the same thing with, and I'm not sure how you can view the entire image without being on a YouTube TV. But some people in the Discord figured out how to do it. I'm not sure how they did, but you can see the entire image, and there are actually 2 different versions of his channel banner image, and they switched at some point during that week before the Legend video came out. The first one says, "Am I on your TV or in your computer? If you hear me, tell him you have many phones." Yeah, this one's a bit more cryptic, and it only gets more so in the next one. This time, it's 3 entities or you're fired. Kansas reaction. I'm just as lost as you here. Now, besides the fact that the second one mentions the 3 entities which we saw in the Legend video, talking about the clones, the YouTubers, and the viewers, I really have no idea what to make of it. I'm not worried about getting fired, nor do I have any idea what a Kansas reaction is. But we might be able to get some stuff out of the first one. First off, it mentions TV, computer, and phone, the 3 big things that you can watch YouTube on. I'm sure that has some significance, but what it could be besides maybe the fact that they're getting more than just shorts creators now, I'm not sure. But the mini phones part is really interesting because I feel like it's kind of building off the idea that the viewers have already been mentioned. Like, I would legit not be surprised if there was some like viewer interaction one way or another in the story this time in season 2, because it's already talked about, you know, the viewers as being canon in one way or another. And it's important that we have many phones. We have many ways to view the story and to interact with it. And like, there's too many of us for Clone VPN to get. I'm not sure how that would play out at all, or if I'm completely off the mark, but that's the idea that I'm getting from these. Now, besides all the black and gold stuff, Failure has also been posting some weird community posts. The first one's pretty insignificant. It just showed a little thing in the background that said Shorts Wars checklist, and I think that was just a teaser that stuff was about to happen that we need to be aware of, and you know, this was posted a couple weeks before the Legend came out. The second one becomes a little more interesting. It shows this news article about somebody called Chippy Gaming, who, now that I've looked up, does Terraria content like Failure, and apparently he has sadly been shot dead. Except he hasn't. The post is fake, and Chippy Gaming has been going as strong as ever, it seems like. So this is just a wee bit weird, but let's keep an eye on it and come back to it in a minute. He then starts posting stuff in full caps that says things like, "It seems like you've been waiting," and sadly, it's not ready yet. And lastly, well, maybe we have a little something. The first one, once again, makes a direct reference to us, the viewers, talking about you, or at least that's what I assume that's saying. And the other 2 are strange, and I don't have any meaning to make of it yet, except there's one connection we can draw here. Because, as I'm sure you know, the Legend wasn't the only lore video uploaded. Dano uploaded a video the exact same day called "Riggy's being cloned again." You know, just a subtle hint, right?
Riggy is being cloned again? No, not by Clone Riggy. Thankfully, he's dead.
Here's the freeze frame, the video glitches out, Clone Riggy infiltrates and says, "That's what you think." We already knew he wasn't dead, but now he's back. Most of the rest of the video just focuses on, you know, what Dano had been talking about, the plushies and real life stuff actually happening. But at the end of the video, some more stuff happens.
Get it now.
Phew, I got scared when you mentioned Clone Riggy. You were right. Good thing he's dead.
Definitely. Hey, by the way, we haven't caught up in a while. You want to get a coffee after work?
Are you buying?
Seriously? Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Cool. Hold on, I just gotta grab my jacket.
They think I'm dead. I'm still here. I've been waiting. It's not ready yet, but they'll see. You'll see.
So yeah, Clone Riggy has remade his appearance, and the interesting thing he says here is exactly what Failure said in the post from before. It's not ready yet. Now, what is it? I have a couple different ideas. First, I think they're legit just talking about Shorts Wars Season 2. Kind of just being a little metaphorical, saying Season 2 isn't ready yet. But in terms of the lore, I think what they're talking about here is whatever the replacement for the machine in the facility is going to be. Is there going to be a second machine? Did the first one even get destroyed? Does it just need repairs or something? We don't know yet, but something along those lines is what both Clone Riggy and Failure's clone are talking about, I think. Now that I think about it, Failure's clone is still alive too, so who knows. I know we've all got plenty of questions to ask about what's going to happen in Season 2 right now, but we really don't have much to go off of for most of them, except for one that I really want to focus on. Who's next? Who are going to be the next creators that are added to the second season of Shorts Wars? Because we know we're going to get more. The first creators have told us that. Who's it going to be? Well, I think we have a couple ideas. I have my eyes on 5 different creators right now, and there can absolutely be more, and it could absolutely not even be any of these, but these are the ones that I'm focused on. The first 2 are the most obvious candidates, Mog Swamp and Cane Splash. They were supposed to be in Season 1, and technically they were canon to it, but they never actually uploaded or posted anything for it, or at least not much, so they definitely have a chance for redemption in Season 2. My third candidate up is Chippy Gaming. Remember him from earlier? He's the one that Failure made a fake post about his death. Yeah, so the fact that he got mentioned like that, and we know he's not actually dead, makes me think there's a high chance that he's being set up as a new creator for Short Wars 2. Now, those 3 I have direct evidence as to why I think they might be in the next season, but these last 2, they are much more ballpark guesses. The first one is Bin of the Week. I hadn't heard of this creator before, but somebody in my comments told me that I should check out his content because it's being weird, and upon checking out, it definitely has some ARG and specifically clone themes going on.
Until the first day, I got injured. I fell 30 feet from some netting and broke my foot. I got a first-degree concussion, and I wasn't able to continue working. But I noticed in my contract that it said I had agreed to let them take my DNA from my pee during a routine drug test that I failed, and they were able to use this loophole in Japanese law to create literal clones of me using my DNA to use as stunt doubles. And... Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You shut up. You shut up.
Hey buddy.
Let's kill me.
But anyways, I switched on my dryer and started blowing air, but nothing was happening.
Customer Benjamin 3849, you wake up. Amazon Healthcare and Cryo Freezing regret to inform you that you suffered a stroke 1,247 days ago and have been in a persistent vegetated state ever since.
What are you?
Upon new cryo freezing technology determined that you respond lovingly to famous singer of the early millennium, no. Cutting life support.
Once again, no direct evidence there, and he is a much bigger creator than any of the original Short Wars creators, so it's a bit out there that he might be in the next season, but also very much a possibility. You can definitely see the similarities between what he was doing and Short Wars, right? And now for my last candidate, who is by far the most wild and most unlikely one to happen, because I only have a single 3-second sequence to back it up at all. But there's still a chance, and I just want to throw this out there just in case. Vsauce. Look, I know he makes the weirdest shorts known to mankind, or at least the ending of each one is. If you watch him, you'll know what I mean. But there's just this one short, one random one, that ends with this one little thing that I just can't shake out of the back of my head.
So small balloons might be cute, but they are mighty. You can't bully me around, big guy. Take it, take it.
You see what I mean? This one random appearance of a clone out of nowhere of Michael. And yet, it just makes me think, maybe he is in the next season. It would be wild if he was. I feel like he doesn't upload nearly as much as any of the other creators and therefore would struggle in this ARG. But maybe.